February 5th. Today's Bible reading is Exodus chapter 21 from verses 22 to the end. Exodus chapter 22 from verses 1 to the end. Exodus chapter 23 from verses 1 to 13. Matthew chapter 24 from verses 1 to 28. Psalm 29 from verses 1 to 11. Proverbs chapter 7 from verses 6 to 23. Reading Exodus chapter 21 from verses 22 to the end. Verse 22. If men strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished, according as a woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. Verse 23. And if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life. Verse 24. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. Verse 25. Burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. Verse 26. And if a man smite the eye of his servant, or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake. Verse 27. And if he smite out his manservant's tooth, or his maidservant's tooth, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake. Verse 28. If an ox gore a man or a woman, that they die, then the ox shall be surely stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the ox shall be quit. Verse 29. But if the ox were wont to push with his horn in time past, and it hath been testified his owner, and he hath not kept him in, but that he hath killed a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and his owner also shall be put to death. Verse 30. If there be laid on him a sum of money, then he shall give for the ransom of his life whatsoever is laid upon him. Verse 31. Whether he have gored a son or have gored a daughter, according to this judgment shall be done unto him. Verse 32. If the ox shall push a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned. Verse 33. And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit, and not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein. Verse 34. The owner of the pit shall make it good, and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his. Verse 35. And if one man's ox hurt another's, that he die, then they shall sell the live ox, and divide the money of it, and the dead ox also they shall divide. Verse 36. Or if it be known that the ox hath used to push in time past, and his owner hath not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox or ox, and the dead shall be his own. Exodus chapter 22 from verses 1 to the end. Verse 1. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. Verse 2. If a thief be found breaking up, and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. Verse 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. Verse 4. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. Verse 5. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. Verse 6. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. Verse 7. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. Verse 8. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges, to see whether he put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. Verse 9. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. Verse 10. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass, or an ox, or a sheep, or any beast, to keep, and it die, or be hurt, or driven away, no man seeing it. Verse 11. Then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both, that he hath not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. Verse 12. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. Verse 13. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. Verse 14. And if a man borrow aught his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. Verse 15. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. Verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. Verse 17. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Verse 19. Whosoever leaveth the beast shall surely be put to death. Verse 20. He that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. Verse 21. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger, nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Verse 22. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. Verse 23. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. Verse 24. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. Verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. Verse 26. If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down. Verse 27. For that is his covering only, it is his raiment for his skin. Wherein shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass, when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Verse 28. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Verse 29. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits, and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Verse 30. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it me. Verse 31. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. Exodus chapter 23, from verses 1 to 13. Verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline, after many to wrest judgment. Verse 3. Neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. Verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. Verse 5. If thou see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Verse 6. Thou shalt not wrest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Verse 7. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. Verse 8. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. Verse 9. Also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Verse 10. And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. Verse 11. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat, and what they leave the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. Verse 12. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thine ass may rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed. Verse 13. And in all things that I have said unto you be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Matthew chapter 24, from verses 1 to 28. Verse 1. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. Verse 2. And Jesus said unto them, See not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Verse 6, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Verse 7, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. Verse 8, All these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9, Then shall they deliver you up, be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Verse 10, And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Verse 11, And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. Verse 12, And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Verse 13, But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Verse 14, And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Verse 15, When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. Verse 16, Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Verse 17, Let him which is on the housetop not come down take anything out of his house. Verse 18, Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. Verse 19, And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Verse 20, But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Verse 21, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Verse 22, And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Verse 23, Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. Verse 24, For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Verse 25, Behold, I have told you before. Verse 26, Wherefore they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. Verse 27, For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 28, For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Psalm 29, from verses 1 to 11. Verse 1, a psalm of David. Give unto the Lord, O ye mighty, give unto the Lord glory and strength. Verse 2, Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Verse 3, The voice of the Lord is upon the waters. The God of glory thundereth. The Lord is upon many waters. Verse 4, The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is full of majesty. Verse 5, The voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars. Yeah, the Lord breaketh the cedars of Lebanon. Verse 6, He mocketh them also to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Sirion, like a young unicorn. Verse 7, The voice of the Lord divideth the flames of fire. Verse 8, The voice of the Lord shake the wilderness. The Lord shake the wilderness of Kadesh. Verse 9, The voice of the Lord mocketh the hinds to calve, and discover the forests. And in his temple doth every one speak of his glory. Verse 10, The Lord sitteth upon the flood. Yeah, the Lord sitteth king forever. Verse 11, The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Proverbs chapter 7 from verses 6 to 23. Verse 6, For at the window of my house I looked through my casement. Verse 7, And beheld among the simple ones. I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. Verse 8, Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house. Verse 9, In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. Verse 10, And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. Verse 11, She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Verse 12, Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. Verse 13, So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, verse 14, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Verse 15, Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. Verse 16, I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. Verse 17, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Verse 18, Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. Verse 19, For the goodman is not at home, he has gone a long journey. Verse 20, He had taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed. Verse 21, With her much fair speech she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips she forced him. Verse 22, He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. Verse 23, Till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Meditate on what you have heard, and pray that it takes root in your heart and life, that you will do according to all that is written in God's word. Amen. Let's keep walking the word together. Please subscribe, and enable notifications so you're here for the next study.